Can't end
Hey,
it.
all I
We
gotta
ain't
do is
never started. Man.
tag me on Facebook,
Hey,
please.
hey, hey. Yeah, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Every Wednesday, 8:30. Man, y'all go over there to YouTube, like, subscribe, and share the information. Like the information so we can all get this algorithm up, man, so we can do greater things. I don't know why this is on the screen. Let me see if I can take that off. But hey, man, we hey, we trying to get coach on, y'all. Y'all forgive us. We got some technical difficulties. We slow because we trying to get everybody on. It's all good though. We're gonna make it crack. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it do what it do. Tonight, man, we're talking about a great topic because a lot of people are hidden in this topic. They don't want to admit it, and they don't even know the signs of it. But at the bottom line, the subject is called depression, man. Depression is definitely one of the greatest killers in our whole society as black folks, man. Black people, we've been dying by the caseloads because we don't want to talk about the things that we need to talk about. And, we don't ask for the help that we really need to get. But, we have a panel tonight. We got Doctor. What's this doc? What's your doc? What's your name, doc? Let me get to the doc.
Dr. Serotonin.
Oh, shit.
He's
Dr.
smile on my
Serotonin.
face.
Dr. Serotonin. You hear me, man? Hey, we got Mike. Mr. Michael McEachin in the building, man. Hey, Dr. Serotonin, you came with something else tonight, boy. You messing with me. But say, man, y'all know this is a great time. Like Coach said, it's always truly wonderful being in the land of the living. Dr. Serotonin, I'm gonna lead it off with you, man. What you got on this topic tonight?
Man, it's a great topic. Forgive me, I'm kind of hoarse, but depression. A lot of people, everyone. I'm not gonna say everyone is depressed, but they've been through that state of depression before. Because nobody's happy all the time. I don't care who you are. You may not stay there, but everyone's experienced it. So, you have to find that thing in life or find something that makes you happy, makes you smile. You woke up today. You woke up yesterday. There's plenty of people that went to bed last night thinking, oh, man, tomorrow I'm going to do such and such. They didn't make it. You have people killing themselves. They have people killing others due to depression. And it's not something that just starts like in your generation. It goes back like for years, centuries. Like I said, just check the different signs. I know tonight we're gonna go over the different signs to let people know what to look for. Catch it early, like herpes. Catch it while it's there, and it's like do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. What you gotta.
Wow, herpes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, what a way to kick it off.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Well, depression. Depression is one of those things that sort of sneaks up on you. It's like a silent killer. It's almost like heart disease because you can see somebody going through it and never know what they're dealing with. And it's like one of the funniest men in the world, at least in my lifetime, Robin Williams, better known as the big comedian, did Mrs. Doubtfire. Funny as hell, lived his whole life to make other people smile and laugh, bring out the humor in life. Ends up committing suicide, going through depression, and nobody knew it. He might not even know it. Those things that comes on, everybody goes through it.
Yeah,
The
bro,
thing
that's the
is,
real truth.
what's considered depressive disorder is when it lasts for 2 weeks or more. It's a mood that you can't get out of, and it just sticks with you. It's that feeling where nothing holds any kind of meaning. There's no excitement. You're like sad all the time. You just can't shake this feeling. And
Yeah.
most people, when they talk to you, they'll be telling you, "Yo, just shake it off. Get out of it. Come on, you can do it. Ain't nothing to it. Just do what you used to do." Problem is, for that person, it's a mission just trying to get through the day, much less listen to everybody trying to tell them how to feel. So you have to be
Right.
sympathetic and empathetic to what that person's going through. And we're going to get more into it, the symptoms, the treatments. And another thing, depression is actually symptoms of other mental disorders that are going on. Like I did some research for another show that I did about PTSD. Depression is a symptom
Right.
of PTSD. Now, the National Foundation
Mm-hmm.
for the Study of PTSD, which is like a military organization, they say that PTSD can't be treated. All they can do is manage the symptoms. So it's basically turning down the volume on what's going on with you. But the research that I was doing on depression, they say that it can be it can be cured, but actually it can only be treated. Basically, they're just managing the symptoms as well, because they're using the exact same drugs as for PTSD to treat their depression. So, Coach, we glad you could make it. We glad you're here. What you got?
Man, like I always say, it's truly wonderful to be in the land of the living. I'm so glad about it, man. Life will show up, but the key is, are we showing up for life, man? It's inevitable that things are going to happen and situations are going to come up, but we must press. We must press and continue to press. I'm glad about it, man. I love this topic because I saw somewhere where it said it may come only one time in your life, but sometimes it come more than that for some people. It depends on. I truly think it depends on what your higher power is. What you are allowed to
You froze up. I can see where he was going with it. He's thinking about that spiritual aspect. But the thing is, it does come around a
Yeah.
lot. Some people experience for a couple of days, but like I said, if it lasts for more than 2 weeks, it's something more serious. It's not just
believe in
I'm in a
yourself.
bad mood.
Yeah,
You
go
froze
on,
up
man.
there, KD.
Right.
Yeah, you
All
back.
right. All right, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I heard you say I was going toward spiritual. Not really, not really. I'm just saying it just plays a part, not solely because, like I say, things are gonna happen. It's what you believe in. So what you think of is what you're gonna believe. You get what I'm saying? So what your mindset is what gonna take you to that depressed state. If you're thinking negative thoughts, So that's where I was going with it.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
totally
glad to be here,
understand
man.
because they say you can't treat it, but you can try your best to beat it. I mean,
Yeah.
I may not look like I thank God that I don't look like what I've been through because I used to get high every day, and my drug of choice cost me about $10,000 a month. So
Wow.
yeah, so I'm happy to be here because I used to suffer with depression. I
Yeah.
mean, because I was going through something. If anybody that lose their job, fuck that, you're gonna get depressed. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
just you can
Right.
hustle, you can do all this if you want, but you just get to the point where you get tired of looking over your back.
Ooh.
Trying to cover your tracks for the stuff like damn, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, getting this done, and then it's like you looking to see like, what's going on.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, meditation is a big thing for me because people go
Mm-hmm.
through things every day. So it's all in how you treat it. I mean, there's different ways, different things to do to get over it, but
Yeah.
like I said, we're gonna talk more about it tonight.
Yeah. Getting in a
And
book,
it,
Nah, man, y'all hit some real key points for the simple fact because that's the part that a lot of people don't pay attention to because that's what happens in everyday life. And then once we realize that you can't really change somebody else's opinion of you, you can't make
Right.
somebody else believe something different of you because of what they're going through personally. See, a lot of people all the time, they try to listen to somebody else's subject about how they feel about them. It's like whatever you think about me, that's a reflection of what you're going through. It's not
Right.
me that you're talking about, it's
absolutely.
yourself. So we always should understand and keep that in mind that, hey, man, whatever somebody else is going through, it has nothing to do with you. So you shouldn't, therefore, you shouldn't take on their problem as your own. I had a friend tell me
Right.
today that his family members, one of his family had, one of his sisters had a stroke. His wife was going through some things. His nephew was. It's like everybody else was going through something, but then that raised his blood pressure.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So we can't take on, even though they're close to us, they're family, that we love them, but that's their issue because they're not taking care of themselves, and we've already spoke to them about taking care of themselves. So if they're
That
not
part.
going to listen to the advice that you give, you feel sorry for them when they go through something. You can't
Yeah.
do it. I know
Right.
love is supposed to be love and empathy is supposed to be empathy, but you can't put yourself in that position because then therefore now you're detriment. Now
You
it's, your
drink.
health is in detriment.
Right.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna. How does that help the situation when they see you fall weak when they need you at right now to be the strongest?
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
You know?
And you were called to be that. You got to believe
Yeah.
you were called to be that too. In different situations, you called to be that one that hold everybody, together. Well, it ain't really holding everybody together. Just you holding yourself together gonna keep everybody together because
Right.
everything attached to you win.
That
True.
that
True.
right there.
And
Yeah.
there's a thing about
Yeah.
depression. That depression, it's like we face things every day, but some people are just genetically predisposed to suffer depression. Then you have people that always walk around with the negative attitude. It's like that pessimistic attitude. They are more susceptible to depression. So, from the research that I've
Yeah.
seen, it says globally, 5% of all adults,
Mm,
that's globally around the world, suffer from depression. And that's a lot of people.
yeah,
So, the thing is, it's something
Yeah.
that's so common, but it's something that's actually so, you can't really say that it's simple because everybody's mindset is different. But if you got a positive
Right.
attitude about life and what's going on, it's a lot easier for you to get through those moments of depression than it is for somebody who's always looking at the glass half empty.
Yeah.
You see, because that negative predisposition will make you more susceptible to suffer longer with those negative aspects of life and the loss of a job, the loss of a loved one. Uh, Shoot, just going down the street and somebody cussing you out for no reason could put you into depression.
Right.
So it's the things that happen to you, but like they say, life is not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it.
that's it.
So
That's it.
the best way to go about it is to try to be positive, even in those negative situations. Otherwise, you just gonna sink. It's like those superhero movies. You know, the ones who can adopt other people's powers. You
Yeah.
got the one that's a healer.
Yeah.
So she's healing somebody, but at the same time, she's sucking the ailment out of them. It's going into her. Now she's weak. She needs a couple of days
Right.
just to recover from healing somebody else. So you
Yeah.
can't take on other people's problems, even though people trying to put their problems on you all the time. You have to be very selective about how you go
All
about
the
helping them.
time.
You can't live through their problems for them. You have to listen to them and let it go.
And off the time they want the people that are
We
depressed. They
gotta
want to tell you,
understand.
yeah, they want to tell you how to help them.
Yeah, they
Hmm.
they love
Right.
that victim. I like what Kiki said right there. Watch out for people who thrive off of depression because they love being the
Hmm.
victim.
Yeah.
That victimized
Yep.
mindset, but then they try to act like, man, I ain't no victim. No, you are.
Hmm.
Because you keep repeating things that you're not seeing the pattern of. A lot of people got patterns that they don't even pay attention to. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? I
Right.
learned this through, like I say, a female who I was really into. She explained to me, she said, man, you got patterns that you're not even aware of.
Yeah.
I see what
Right.
you're doing. You try to manipulate me to go around the corner to do it another type of way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I might have did this, but you did this. Don't
Yeah.
ever bring up what I did when you're trying to work on you. if you're trying to better you, don't think about nothing that I'm doing, because that's not going to get you where we need to be as a partnership and understanding. You can't bring up what I'm doing if you are the one who we're talking about. Accept that, own that, and then we can move on to me at a later time. But right now, we're speaking about this incident that occurred right now. Because I'm gonna speak on it. If you hit me in my face right now, we're gonna address this shit right now. So don't ever be the person who tries to flip it. Well, you did this last week. We're not talking about last week. We're talking about what's going on in the moment. A lot of us don't want to stay in the moment. We try to go reflect on 10 years ago. Well, you used to, and you did, and you can't reflect on me from last week, because last week I was that guy. This week, I'm this guy. I understand what I did wrong last week. And I guarantee you, I seen it before you did, because I'm working to be a better man.
Yep.
And a lot of us are not trying to be better. We're just trying to stay bitter. Like Coach say, yeah, don't be bitter. Get better, baby. It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all right. Pass me with my past.
It's gonna be all right.
You got to pass me with my past. Don't take it back. Get on through. Get on through. That guy dead anyway. You know, this is a new creature. I'm a new creature, so don't do that to me. You know, and even if it happened yesterday, I've been forgiven. You know, so hey, that's what we have to believe. That's how we move forward. That's how we move from a place, man. Can't stay stuck, because stagnation stink, man, all the time. And
but we definitely have to discuss it. We definitely have to discuss it.
Yeah,
that's why
I want to share. I want to share, man. I want to share about that depression piece, man, because I really found out when I went and did my, I really went and got some therapy, man, some help. And I truly believe now today, as I grow and understand and learn, that I was depressed and I was stuck in a place, you know, when I couldn't continue football, man, and I got in trouble up in Tennessee. I got in trouble and I was taken off the football team, and I stayed depressed, man, I believe for 20 years, man. For 20 years, I could say that I was in a place where I was merely existing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have I couldn't see myself down the road. You know, so it happens. It definitely happens. But the thing about it, we can't be afraid to go get some help, man. You know, that's the part I want to share. That you got to go get some help, man, and somebody to help pull you through that thing, because professional help could get you in a different place. And what I learned when I went and got my professional help is that I had to take initiative on my life. I had to take initiative to be better. Like you said, better and not bitter. Don't be mad about the situation. Don't be mad about not being able to go forward in football. I got to get better, you know, and I got to take the necessary steps to get better, which is reading, take initiative. Don't be codependent. See, I was codependent. We talked about that before. That need to be one of our topics one night, codependency, because some of these men want to live on a woman. You know, we want to live on, and I was there, guys. Like I would consider myself a man, but I tried to find a woman that had a spot, the EBT and everything. You know, so that was my MO. When I could get out of this situation where I ain't got to do too much.
Totally understand.
That's where the issue is with a lot of men nowadays, because they still look at the movies and thinking that's pimping, and it's not pimping, because you're hiding the truth from yourself. You're hiding the truth from that woman. You can't be a pimp and hide anything, because the pimp, he gonna tell everybody, say, man, y'all need to understand who the fuck the man is around here.
There you go.
Don't think you fucking slicker than me. But see, a lot of people fall short. Yeah, they fall short because that's what's in the neighborhood. That's what goes on in their reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And your personality is your personal reality. You know what I'm saying? That's what creates your personal reality, is your personality. That's what I meant to say. But yeah. So once we find out who we really are as people, man, and then that's when we're going to really understand that depression is not just about being sad. It's about somebody
That,
faking being happy.
woo!
Right.
Come on, bro.
Which
Now
is
You
the exact
that's a
smiling
same
all the
thing.
mouthful right there.
time, but then they smile all the time, but then when you see them in their house and you go home with them and be that fly on the wall, you like, damn, bro, you going
That's
through
how
that
they
for
live.
real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And that's
no,
why,
People
they
hide it.
existing.
hey,
That's all they doing.
here's the club scene for me. That's why I went to the club so much. Because in the club, I'm drinking and getting high and I'm happy.
Right,
But then if you catch me
right.
that next morning, I'm like, God, you know, what in the world
Yep.
happened, man?
Yeah.
Come down off that
How
high.
many I
But
done
now
snatched up
reality is
last
back.
night and lied to? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought that was something,
yeah,
thought I was doing something, man.
Yeah. And you know, with depression, it said that 700,000 people are committing suicide every year
Wow.
due to depression. So the problem is real serious. People just don't realize it. And we do a lot of things to cover up depression, or we're all real good at hiding it. So
yeah.
the
Yeah.
problem is by the time it really comes to light, it's too late for most people because they've already decided I'm gonna be part of that 700,000.
Yeah.
And sometimes people
Right,
will, there's the biggest problem that I've seen is there's a lot of people that want attention, but they'll use like, well, I'm gonna kill myself, and they're saying it just to get the attention. So now
right,
it's like the boy who cried wolf. Somebody tells you that, but they might seriously be going through something. But at this particular moment, I just want attention. So you can't help that person, even if you try. But now, a couple of weeks later, when it's
right.
real serious and they are seriously considering killing themselves, you take it as just another joke. Now they
Yeah.
go and kill themselves. It's like, how do you know when it's real? Because people are trying to gaslight all the time
Yeah.
Yeah.
just for the attention. So then
The
people
little boy
don't
that
take the
cried wolf.
serious things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it's serious, people don't take them serious. And
Yeah.
that's a bad thing that's
Yeah,
going on nowadays. Nowadays, it's really serious like that because I've heard people, oh, if you don't do what I want to do, I'm going to kill myself. I had it happen to
right.
me living in Germany. A girl told me I was going
Right.
away for, it was like a Christmas holiday. I was just dating this German girl. And I'm like, well, I'm going away for the weekend. But if you don't come to see me, I'm going to kill yourself. I said, okay, I'll pray for you. And I left. Come back, her and her sister trying to prove a point, pretending to commit suicide, end up slashing their wrists. They took a knife that they
Wow.
assumed was dull. You won't just want to cut, but cut too deep. Well, in the hospital when I
Wow.
got back,
Mm.
broke up with her that weekend. I'm like, oh, if you that stupid, you don't need to be with me.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
see, it was a cry for attention because she was like, oh, I didn't
You
want to kill
gotta
myself
help
because
him, Mike.
when the
You
knife
gotta
went
help
deep,
him.
hey, I couldn't help them because why? You going to kill yourself because I leave? What if I go out, walk out of the house, get hit by a car, and I die? You going to kill yourself then too?
Right.
Wow.
No.
Yep.
So if you tell me the reason that if you leave, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to tell you go ahead. Now, if you got a serious problem, I'm going to do everything I can to help you. But me leaving ain't got nothing to do with your mental health.
Yeah.
Mike said, I'm gonna tell you, go ahead. Mike, don't tell him go ahead, brother. It's not gonna that it ain't gonna help.
I know,
It
but
ain't
hey,
gonna help the situation. It ain't gonna help the situation, man. But all I can say is this right here: that when we really look at life, like Coach said, going to the clubs, um, drinking every single day, having to do something with substance abuse every single day. That is
hmm
definitely a form of depression where people really need to understand or understand that those little things right there that don't seem big to you, they're very big to your children. They're very big to somebody who cares about you
Woo!
because
Come
you
on,
sitting
bro.
around
right.
thinking that I'm not even caring, I'm good, and then all of a sudden you got heart failure. You need to have you got two strokes that happen
Yeah.
because you sitting over there eating the pork rinds all day, or you sitting over there eating glut. You just binge watching shows and eating ice cream or whatever. That's a form of depression. That's a form of depression.
But you said something big right there. You said something big. There's somebody who loves you, that cares about you, but you being selfish because you depressed. And the long run of that is down the road, they not gonna respect you or really want to be around you. I'm going through it right now. I was so selfish in my partying days, thinking about me. Feeling like I was a man, but really wasn't a man. Actually depressed on the inside because I couldn't play football no more, and kind of sugarcoating it, covering it up, thinking I'm living, but merely existing. And got 3 daughters out here, and now they not even communicating with me at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think about it often and daily, and I pray and meditate on it to want to be able to have contact with them. I reach out, no reach back, but what I know today is that I'm better today. And I'm going to love them regardless. And someday they'll come back. Someday they'll talk. Someday they'll come back to me. But I'm not going to be depressed about it and sit in it and wallow in it, because I'm going to live life out loud. I'm going to live life right in front of them, And when they do come back, I'm going to have open arms. Or when they do approach, I'm going to have open arms. But I can't sit in it every day. That's the thing I talk about, that stagnation. Because if you do that, then you're in a depressed state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's true. You got a lot of people. That's basically the only reason that they using drugs and alcohol. They're trying to dull a feeling of it's like their life already feels dull. They feel like they ain't got no reason. They can't find no happiness in anything. So they turn into the drugs for that momentary high. They turn into the alcohol to dull the feeling, and it's just a recurrent cycle. You can't get out of it. Now you're all the way down at the bottom. And the thing is, when you're going through depression, it affects all aspects of your life.
That's it.
It's not just your family; it affects your job, your work relation, your friendships, everything possible. Or you destroy friendships just out of being depressed, not even realizing it.
Yeah.
And people want to help you.
You notice that then you start to attract more depressed people in your circle.
There you
go.
go.
So I have like this big depressing ass party. I got to the point where I just got I told you what my vice was. It was sex. That's not what I was paying $10,000 a month for. But my vice, my go-to was sex. And I just got to the point where it's like I was just tired of, like, I'm tired of naked white women. Like I just got tired of doing that stuff. So it's like,
you ain't trying no naked black women?
I done had them all.
Japan. United Nations.
Yeah, it's like I just got tired of it. It's like it wasn't doing anything for me anymore. So people think the way I live and everything that I do now is because, oh man, you make a lot of money. Okay, yeah, but also I stopped putting money in that spot that I used to be spending it all on. It's like if you smoke cigarettes and then you stop. Like if you're trying to stop smoking cigarettes, start saving that money that you will be spending on cigarettes. Same thing.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah, you got to come
on.
Man,
let me give y'all a statistic. Let me give you a statistic about 10 years ago. I didn't do the update, but 10 years ago in 2014, 80% of suicides were done by black men.
Wow. Oh,
well, I understand that statistic, but then is it a realistic statistic? Because a lot of things were done to black men and then made out to look like a suicide. So that's a hard one. But there are a lot of things. For example, among the adults, young adults, 15 to 29 years old, that's the leading cause of death is suicide from depression. So these are people that are actually taking their own lives. Now, 15 to 29, that's basically still young adults.
Yeah.
They don't even have the time to grow and make their mark on life, but they're ready to take their life.
That's the thing. That's the thing. They want to seem like they are strong, seem like they got it going on, appear to be
Yeah.
great, And what I know today that I'm a king, and if the black man don't realize that, very soon they gonna continue to degrade themselves, demise themselves, and that's gonna happen. The statistic won't change, you know. Like I'm
Right.
pretty sure if that was 10 years ago, it's higher now, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Because you got social media in the mix. Social media has caused people to come. They're more together, but they're still separate. But those things that people are saying about you on social media, a lot of people take it to heart. And these are people that don't even know you. They're looking at a fake life on the screen and making their comments. But now people are taking this stuff so to heart that they feel like, oh, I don't want to live no more because these people said this.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, but
Or
that's just the way life is.
or they try to kill themselves because I'm not living up to your lifestyle, or I'm not living up to like
Right.
everything that Keith does. Oh man, I'm not a man. Stuff like that. They
Yeah.
letting other people
Right.
dictate their life.
Right.
And those people that are dictated ain't even living up
Yeah.
to it. They just posting some fake stuff on social media,
Yeah,
and everybody else thinking, oh, this is the truth. Yo, I got to be like this. No, you just got to be you.
Right.
Live your life.
just like them
Yeah.
Instagram models.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
most of them don't even look like that.
Right.
Hey, I already
But
told you
just
I
like what
started dating
Tony
again.
just said it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I like what Tony just said, that low self-esteem, a lot of black men have that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And each time they
True.
have to feed the monster more. So that monster meaning whatever vice they're using. See, a
yeah,
lot of people don't understand these vices are part of your esteem that you're not happy about. You know,
yeah.
your
Right.
vice, just like Alejandro said, your vice could be sex, your vice could be alcohol, your vice could be the club. That's a part of your depressed state. Because if you were truly happy, you wouldn't be in them environments because it's toxic, it's bad, it's not healthy,
Right.
you know. And then in order to be healthy, I'm not saying you have to be a nun or a monk. I'm just saying you have to be around people who are doing positive things and who are trying to strive and thrive to get greater than what they have.
Right.
Because if you really happy, a bunch of drunk people ain't gonna get you there.
Right.
You know, I know we all
Nope.
like to have a good time, but they have social events nowadays that where we can be in an environment to where it's a wine or champagne, ain't no loud music. They might be playing classical music, they might be playing the violins, whatever.
Hmm.
But that's a better environment to be in because you're not listening to tear the club up, tear the club
Right.
up, beat that trick, whoop that trick.
Right. Right. And
You
the
know,
trip is,
so we have to understand, man. The music is a part of our depression state. The environment that we keep, is a part of our depression state. Low self-esteem is definitely a part of a depression that you really need to pay attention to, because a lot of people have low self-esteem about things that they don't even need. It's like low self-esteem to me is this right here. Well, you did this. I'll everybody ain't like you. Entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. Entrepreneurship is for everybody who makes their mind up to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
yep.
Everything is definitely about yourself. Everybody try to, don't try to make everything about you. Shit, why not? Because when I try to make it about you, you don't even handle the ball right. You not. That's like Kobe said. I ain't gonna pass it to them. They don't even fucking practice like I do. What I'm gonna get them the ball for? Y'all ain't in the gym like me. What I'm gonna give you the ball for? So it's about me. If I become the best version of me, it's gonna forever be about me.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Because it means if I'm at my greater self, I'm not depressed. That way I can help somebody be greater than themselves. But if I'm
Right.
sitting up here looking at the somebody else's life looks like, I'm in a depressed state. I'm not happy. I'm not feeling it. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do because I'm looking outside the window instead of looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all it is. Once we keep our face in that mirror, every chance you get, look in the mirror. And then try to figure out, well, damn. Yeah, watching the news is a depression show because all black men are criminals. They would never tell you nothing good about a black man on the news.
Yep, they eating dogs.
Everybody else, yeah.
They eating dogs and eating cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They eat dogs and cats, man. They eat dogs and cats.
Look, because my fiance is Canadian and Haitian.
Donald Trump is black. Donald Trump is black. I'm gonna let y'all know. Donald Trump is black.
Yeah, he just don't know it yet.
Yeah. But nah, my fiance.
He know he black.
Haitian. Her family did not like that.
Really?
Who?
Yeah.
Whose family?
Nah, my fiance, she's Canadian and Haitian. So her Haitian family, when Donald Trump said that, and most of her family are doctors, just like her. So they're not about to eat dog. I might eat it because I like Chinese food, but Haitians not eating it.
Serotonin.
What else stupid? Chinese food definitely got some cats and dogs in it. We just don't know it.
Yeah,
but he picked out the Haitians.
Yeah, the meat be too tender.
I know.
Yeah.
So I mean, when people
They'll
get mad
tell
behind
you,
that,
you know, Chinese ribs. Hey man, Chinese ribs be too tender, man.
somebody had told me that something about you eat Chinese food, you know that somebody pet. I'm like, they should have kept them on a leash. It ain't my fault.
And it's season good.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's season good, huh, Mike? Oh man.
Yeah, hey, I eat the hell out of the Chinese food myself.
They eat the dogs, they eat the cat. Yeah, I quit eating Chinese food. I quit eating pretty much restaurant food, man.
I'm gonna tell you real honestly.
Unless I'm going to a nice vegan spot.
To be real honest, when you hungry and you ain't got nothing else, you will eat a cat or a dog. Back during the war, World War I, when they were still riding around on horses and stuff.
Mike.
Hey, when those men got sick,
we can't go back that far. You going back too far, Mike. We can't live like that.
But if you think about it,
this is 2025, Mike. They got vending machines with salads in them, brother. They got vending machines.
Hey, but now think about it. Back then, it was a war going on. It was a war, because that's when it actually happened for the first time.
The past. Mike.
Okay, well, let's talk about the future then. Let's talk about the future. Now, everybody's talking about electronics, technology. What if an electromagnetic pulse hits the state, hits the country? Everything that electronic does not work anymore. So your freezers don't work. Your microwave and your stove don't work. You got to find something to eat.
I don't use
all that meat you got, all that meat and stuff you got is no longer any good because it's going to spoil after a while. So what do you eat?
I don't even eat meat like that. So that's what I'm telling you.
That's you. That ain't everybody. That ain't everybody.
But that's where I'm speaking from, though. That's all the place I can speak from. I can't speak from everybody, and you can't speak from everybody.
I'm saying, like me, I had to learn how to survive in the woods with nothing but a knife. You eat whatever you find. So that's what I'm saying. If it's a dog or a cat and you starving, guess what? You're gonna tenderize it some kind of way and eat it. Because that's all you got. Survival is the first principle of men, right?
I'll go to berries and leaves first. I'll go to berries and leaves first, Mike. I ain't lying. I'll find me some honeysuckle. Hey, I like meat. Now I eat meat. But I tell you what, that's one thing that changed me right there. If the microwaves and the refrigerators and all them go out, then I'll learn how to eat leaf.
You see what Tony said? Tony ain't ate no meat. Tony ain't ate no meat in about 10 years, 15 years, brother. He ain't ate no meat in about that long. As long as some of these children been alive. That man is serious about his vegetarian, about his veganism, or about his plant-based lifestyle. You got to understand, that's your mindset. Your mindset says eat meat because you've been programmed like the rest of the world have been programmed. But once you make up your mind to do something different, your depressed state goes away. I don't want to be depressed no more. So say, man, I ain't going to do nothing but drink water. I ain't going to do nothing but eat these plants. I ain't going to do nothing else but what I want to do as far as not eat no meat. It's in the mind. It's not about everybody.
Y'all keep saying, I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. But the whole conversation started about they say that they eating cats and dogs. All I'm saying is, if it's a meat eater and they got no other choice, they're going to eat what's available. That's anybody in nature. And if you ain't a meat eater, you're going to eat berries. You're going to eat leaves. That's including rats. That's including snakes. That's grubs and shit that's underneath the ground. Worms, whatever, because they have a lot of protein. When it comes to survival, you're going to eat what's necessary to survive. Because you ain't going to just waste away just because you can't have what you want. That's human nature.
You're gonna go get what's good for you. Forget what you want. See, that's the problem with a lot. That's why a lot of people are depressed because they don't get what they want. Yeah. Forget what you want. Go get what you need. That's where the depression comes in at. I don't have what Mike have, so I don't feel like a man. I don't do what Dr. Serotonin do, so I don't feel like I'm up to par. That is what's the problem right there. That's why we're telling you. Depression starts with you looking outside of what you got going on instead of looking in that mirror. Start looking in that mirror and say, hey, man, this is who I'm going to be. Don't ever look outside talking about some everybody. Fuck everybody. Ain't no everybody did nothing for you.
Don't get him, Tony. Don't get him, Tony.
All right. So you're absolutely right. But
you see what he say?
What did he say? You smart.
He said you like that cat and dog.
I don't.
You say you see it,
but I have eaten stuff that most people would not eat because I had really no other choice.
Hey,
but that's the situation. That's the situation that I was in. Hey, what I'm saying is, in a certain situations, what you want and what you need sometimes become the same thing, and Mike, sometimes it doesn't.
Mike,
you said you ate some things that you didn't want. It'll never come the same thing.
You ate something you didn't want,
Mike. You said you ate a couple of things that you didn't want to. You remember their name?
Y'all wild enough, boy.
He got a name on him.
That was good.
He got to walk away, huh?
To be honest, no, I don't.
Walk away.
My cat and dog.
He got chopsticks. He got chopsticks.
Oh shit!
I don't even know how to use them.
Oh my God!
I don't want this one.
But I do like the fact that we touched on everybody. So a lot of time we really cannot say that everybody, because like I said in the beginning, situations will arise, different situations for different folk, and different things gonna happen.
Situations.
That's it.
Will arise.
You never know.
It alive, but you gotta be smart about it. Hey,
when you know who you are, you know what you will and won't do. You already know.
Right.
But now I understand when the situation come up, you in the moment and you may think something or you think you wouldn't have did it and you may do it. But that's one thing I know I ain't gonna do, bro. Eat that dog or that cat.
Hey, you remember? Have you ever seen a movie
I
that
don't care
came up?
how damn bad I get.
There was a movie back in the, I think it was the '70s, about a soccer team that crashed up in the mountains. They were on a flight going to play a
They
match
had another one
somewhere,
called. It was called Alive. They
right?
did it just
So
like that. They crashed in the mountains.
they
Yeah,
ended up, because of their situation, they had nothing to live on. It was snow and ice everywhere. No food, nothing to drink. But you can drink, you can melt the snow to drink it, right? But when they had no food, they decided they started eating the dead bodies. I wouldn't do that.
That sound
I
like
know
Lord of the
consciously
Flies.
I wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, if the situation arises, you don't know exactly what you're going to do because survival is one of those highest
I
stakes
know what I'm gonna do.
mindsets.
I'm just saying. You
I
have
know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do, Mike.
Die?
I know what I'm gonna do, Mike. I promise you, I know what I'm gonna do. No,
Okay.
you don't have to die. Up under that ice, up under that snow, there's something there. It's not ice and snow for 20 feet down. You best believe that. Up under that ice and that snow, you just gotta dig deep, brother. And if it's a tree somewhere, if it's some bark, if it's some dirt, if it's dirt, you can eat that. That's of the
Hmm.
earth.
You can eat
I
the bark
promise
too.
you. It has more nutrients. It has more nutrients in it than that god doggone human being who has to eat somebody. You got to remember this. Let me give you this breakdown right here. Lions, the people, the
Dang.
carnivores, the Europeans, they eat animals to get protein, right? But the
Hmm.
things that they're eating to get the protein eat the grass, the trees, the plants. So why wouldn't I skip that middleman and go straight to the grass, the trees, the plants, the berries?
Yeah.
That's where you got to start understanding life, the cycle of life. If I got to eat an animal to get protein, but the animal that I'm eating don't eat meat to get the protein, go straight to the source of the protein.
Right. Our
Make
mouth
it make
ain't even
sense.
made to eat meat. Our mouth
Right.
is
Make
not
it make
made to eat.
sense.
Yeah.
So with the mindset that I have right now, before I understood, see, once you under, like Dick Gregory say, when you put them glasses on and you see the truth, you can't unsee it.
You can't
It's
unsee it.
no way
Right.
that I can unsee the truth right now because I done seen the truth. You feel me? So if I knew what I know right now, I wouldn't dare eat another human being. I wouldn't dare try to go kill an animal to get the proteins that I need to survive. I'll go straight to I'm the silverback. I'm gonna sit over there and mind my business and eat that twig all day. I'm gonna eat that bark all day. I'm gonna eat them plants all day because my mindset right now. Back then, when I had probably your mindset, I would have been eating an animal. I would have been eating a human. I would have survived any way I could. But to know what I know right now, if I would have knew it back then, I would have been eating. Just like we was growing up in Dallas, Texas, bro. We had berry bushes. We had apple
Blackberries,
trees. We had honeysuckle. We
honeysuckle.
used to eat. We used to pick the honeysuckle. We used to pick the honeysuckle off the ground and eat it. Suck the sweet juices out of it. We did that.
Yeah.
That was our life.
Crab
Our
apples.
grandmamas gave us watermelon. Our grandmamas gave us watermelon straight out the backyard. We didn't eat all that meat growing up in Dallas. That
No.
wasn't my family didn't do it.
Yeah.
We did kill some chitlins. We did fuck some chitlins up. We did. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. But
And
I tell
hash.
you what,
And hash.
yeah, I tell you what,
Yeah.
it was
My mama
once a
had the
year
pig in
or
her
twice a
backyard.
year.
4th of July.
Yeah, it was twice a year. We ate them. We ate them on Christmas, and we ate chitlins on New Year's with the black eyed peas. Them the only two times, and
And
Thanksgiving
collard
sometimes I
nut.
think, not really much on Thanksgiving. Yeah, chitlins, Consuela. Yes, ma'am. Shitlins, shitlins.
Chitlins.
but yeah,
But
but see,
believe it
that's
or
why they
not,
cut all the trees down.
yeah, believe it or not, in
That's
my
why they
grandmama's yard.
let me get this
Go ahead.
one last point, Coach. The reason that they cut the male trees down so they wouldn't reproduce any more female trees. Female trees are alive right now, but if there's no male trees, they can't reproduce.
Right.
I can send that to the. I'm gonna send that into the group chat. But yeah, they cut all the producing trees down. They don't want you to. They don't want you to eat off the fruit of the land. They don't want you to eat off the land no more. That's why they taking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $500 fine in Miami if you got a fruit tree in your yard.
Wow. Because you're
Why
taking
is
money
that?
from the state.
That's crazy.
No,
Yep.
because you'll stay healthy. You'll stay healthy, and Big Pharma don't want you healthy. Why do you see all these fruits now got seed? They seedless. How you gonna have a seedless watermelon when that motherfucker grew from the ground?
Grape.
Seedless grapes.
Couldn't find
And
now one
and
yesterday.
the grapes with and the grapes with the seeds in them, they fight breast cancer.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When you grab new information, I don't get off this podcast and then go back to living like a damn savage. I get off this podcast and go study how can I be greater than I was yesterday. I'm not the dude that getting off the podcast. I don't get on the podcast just for show. This is a lifestyle for me. This is how I get down every day from this point forward because I want to be the best version of me. And being the best version of me does not include what I did last year. It has nothing to do with last year. It has nothing to do with how I grew up. The best version of me would never be depressed again a day in my life. And I know I used to be depressed because I used to smoke PCP. I used to snort cocaine in the grocery store. I ain't give a damn where I put that coke in my nose at. I've been in the middle of the street at a stoplight.
Okay.
Nigga like, man, did he just hit some coke? Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
And I pour a drink down my throat right behind it. Yeah.
Crazy boy.
And didn't care because I was depressed, man. I was depressed. But now, nah, bro. You couldn't give me the fuck with no cocaine. PCP, you know what I'm saying? None of that stuff. That ain't what I'm
Sometimes
doing.
it was good to go to jail because you know you get a little rest, you get to regroup a little bit.
Sir.
And if you ain't never make it to the jailhouse, you was going on and on and on and on like the Energizer Bunny.
Right. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to the signs, bro. They got a lot of seedless stuff out here. They got a lot of stuff without, it's like you got so much stuff out here, man, that's not healthy for us, but they call it healthy.
Right.
Even the code,
They got
the
numbers.
code on the fruit and the vegetables now is the code on it that tell you which one is
That's
organic,
what I was
which
gonna
one is
say.
the best one to eat.
The number 9. If you got number 9 on your fruit, it's organic. If you got 3s and 4s, that's pesticide. They sprayed it.
That's it. They tell you.
Your fruits and vegetables are your color coding to what you should be doing in life. That's what you should be doing in life. Yeah. Green is for digestion, man. All greens are for digestion. That's what's gonna help you shit for real. Yellows, brain food. Oranges, immune foods. You got to understand the color codes of this stuff. We ain't on here just to be talking. I know I'm not. I'm going to say that right there. I ain't on this show just to be talking. I'm on this show to touch somebody because I got the information from the ones who've done it, who've done the research. I don't go into a book that says, like the Bible, oh, we shall not kill nobody, but then yet still we're going to part the Red Sea and kill somebody. Oh, my brother Cain and Abel. I ain't doing that. I'm going to stick to the script of what's real. I don't have to listen to a white man tell me what the truth is. I'm going to listen to the black man who is the truth. That's who I am. I'm done with the lie. You can't lie to me no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be lied to no more. If you're lying to me, I don't even mess with you. Period.
Yeah.
Period. That's what I'm standing on. When they say standing on business, no, I stand on all that, man. Yeah, I might drink me some champagne. I might drink me some red wine every now and then, but it's not no everyday thing under the tree like I used to be. I ain't on that liquor every day under the tree, smoking blunts and cussing women out. That ain't what I'm doing. It's not. And I'm only drinking champagne so I can get off of alcohol altogether. But we can't be out here being depressed. We can't be out here reciting old information. World War One, I don't even know nobody who lived in that. I don't know nobody who's still alive when that even happened. So I couldn't even tell you any statistics on that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know shit about Vietnam War no more because my daddy did. He was the only one that I know personally who was involved in that war. Desert Storm. I got a couple of partners, but they wasn't really in combat. They was there, but they wasn't in no combat. So to have these discussions about survival tactics, we don't have to do that no more. Those days are over. We don't have to motherfucking be out here high and drunk every day because we not even fucking hurting for nothing. All the information you need is in that phone, man. Google it. Go to the holistic website and find out how to heal yourself. Go and listen to some of these guys who was out here for 20 and 30 years studying these Sumerian tablets, studying these Gilgamesh, studying the ruins of whatever. You got to go to the source, man. Quit listening to a white man tell you, oh, Christianity, that's your religion. Oh, Buddhism, that's your religion. Presbyterian, whatever that is. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
What about non-denominational? You know what that is?
White man made it up. White man made it up. A white man.
There's no denomination at all.
White man made it up.
That means we ain't thinking about religion.
You know what I'll say after that monologue?
But you go to a building.
You know what I'll say?
I also work outside the building because I am the church. Wherever I go, I am the church, ecclesia.
You're not the church. Yeah. You're not a church, coach. You're not a church. Stop that. You are a spiritual being who believes in a higher power. A church is a building. You're not a church. A church is a building where they collect money at. That's not you, bro.
Ecclesia. I said ecclesia.
You are not collecting money.
Ecclesia.
You can try to
look it up.
Hey, bro, you can try to straighten all that stuff up, man. That don't even.
I ain't
Mike,
gonna get on you. I ain't gonna get on you, but don't. I ain't gonna get on you. We all right. We ain't gonna go there. We almost at the tail end. We almost at the tail end. But hey, I'm a walk in the pistol. Written the pistol red of men.
Get you some water. Get you some good water, man. Get you some cold water.
Right there. You get you some new Spira. Get you some new Spira. Some latte.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
What I was going to say.
What you gonna say, Mike? My fault. I ain't mean to pick down. I ain't mean to go on so long.
Now that you just put us all down, what I was going to say is to know your history is to never repeat it. I know a lot about history, especially military, because I was a soldier. I know a lot about survival because I was a soldier and had to do it. Now I'm talking about stuff that will happen in the future. Right. Hopefully none of us will ever have to go through any of that. But what I'm always saying is when it comes time to survive, you will figure out a way to survive. It doesn't matter how you do it because when you're in the situation, your mind is going to take over. Like I said before, as long as you don't panic, your mind is going to function. Your mind is going to help you to survive whatever the situation. If you don't eat meat, you eat berries. If you do eat meat, you eat whatever meat you can find. You'll fish. You eat grubs and bugs and shit from the ground. The whole thing is about survival. It ain't about what you would do now because what you would do now, you got everything. You can call up and you can get you a vegan meal or you can go buy you an all-meat pizza, whatever you want. But when that stuff is not available and there's nothing around that you can depend on, you're going to eat whatever you can eat for your body to survive. Now, everybody knowing what's vegan that they can eat, that's perfect because I agree. And I'm actually going back to a raw food diet myself. But I still know the difference And I'm always talking about what can happen, not what is or what did happen. But I learned what happened in the past so that I know what to do in the future and what not to do. So that whole spiel about not believing what the white man wrote or what the white man says, I agree. But a lot of the stuff the black men wrote and the black men said because the black man was the one who went through it and had to survive it. That's just the way I see it. So to
What
know
you
your
got on it,
past is to
Serotonin?
never repeat it.
What you got on it, Serotonin? I hear you, Mike. I hear you. I hear you, boss.
I'm just where Keith went.
I don't know, but he talked about your Buddhism too. Now I want to hear what you got to say.
Oh, there you go. Nah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, do whatever helps you. I don't knock any religion.
There you go.
I don't let anyone force their religion on me either.
Right.
So it's like whatever you believe, if it works for you, it works for you. I know what I'm not sticking in my mouth. I don't understand why it's okay for people to eat eggs, but then they complain that Burger King put a tomato on their burger. But I ain't eating that. So if I'm gonna die and there's no food, I'm gonna just die. I'm not eating no horse. I'm not eating nothing. Like you said, if it's snowing, you can like stick your hand down and you're gonna find something living. Even if it's dead, you can still eat it. You can eat grass. Why, like you said, knock out the middleman. I mean, you eat your hamburgers. Cows don't eat fucking meat. They eat grass.
Yeah.
So if it's good enough for the cow, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be better for me. I don't have to.
Because you trying to eat the cow. That's the problem. You trying to eat the whole cow and the whole pig and the whole chicken. And they eating the stuff that they eating the grass.
Yeah.
So I got a question. I got a question before we go there. The plant-based meat, is it vegan?
What?
Plant-based meat.
Ain't even no such thing.
They
lying, bro.
They say plant-based meat. That means the animal ate the grass, right? Huh?
Yeah, but
ain't no such thing as a plant-based meat.
No, because they have
how you gonna make grass meat? Tell them, Chef.
They have Beyond Meat. They have Impossible Meat. They trying to get us to serve like that kind of stuff at the school.
Right.
It's cool, but it's like it's not 100% plant.
Right. But is it meat?
Right. So it's like you substituting all those meats for chemicals.
It's meat. It ain't plant.
No.
It's all meat.
Right. Because
it's
what kind
all
of meat. What kind of
you got to remember something, Coach.
Just ask yourself that. What kind of plant has
blood?
blood?
What kind of plant got blood in it?
If I see a bleeding plant, I'm running.
Hey, hold on right there.
I'm gone.
I never seen a rose bush.
What Coach doing?
Right here. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all gonna tell me now. Can you read that?
Yeah, that's the Beyond Beef.
Beef crumble. Yeah.
What it say right there though?
I see what it say, but Google all the rest. Google every ingredient.
I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking.
Google.
I'm just letting you know.
That's gonna be the next show, all right? Can we do that? Plant-based. Help me out, so I can do some research.
But I'm saying they word it so it could look good because they don't think people are just gonna sit up there and like look it up.
Fake news. Fake news, Coach. That's fake news, Coach.
Fake news,
Coach.
Hey, I just want to know, man. I'm trying to go off of something. I ain't do my research on it. I just picked it up because it was $2 for $11. Now I thought it was a good deal.
Coach,
let us know how it tastes.
Anything that's 2 for $11 is definitely not a good deal.
Hey, Coach.
That's
it was $11.
They done sold you a biggie bag, Coach. They sold you a biggie bag.
Hey, now look.
What? What's that? That's a triple decker. That's a quadruple.
Sugar free. Yeah. Tequila.
Yeah, that's a plant burger.
Ah.
That's a plant burger.
Supposedly.
Man, you making me depressed.
Hey,
Supposedly.
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 You go to Dollar Tree and buy the same meat.
What Tony say? Fake news.
Man,
Y'all wildin',
fake
man.
news. Yeah. That's how they get you for real, Tequila. That's how they get you. Man, you got to love this stuff, man. Mike, I wasn't down in nobody, Mike. I was just telling my truth. That's all. It was just my truth. It wasn't nobody else's truth but mine.
Sound like you really got hurt real quick, ain't it? He say, Mike say, oh, you done down all up. No, man, you know we good over here.
Hey, but
Google 3D meat, printed meat. Go Google.
I seen that. I know. I seen that now. The cloning the meat. Yeah, I seen it. I seen that now. I hope that ain't what this is, Tony.
That's what that is.
Genetically modified.
He telling
it's all genetically modified.
They made the 3D meat digitally, man. I seen it.
Yeah, they do the same thing with fish.
I seen that, man. I was like, what? They about to kill us for real, boy. If you ain't careful.
Man, for real. Hey, y'all, it's been a wonderful show, man. I love this stuff right here, brother. We get it in. We love it. It's all good. But let me go out first on this, man. In order to fight your depression, man, look in the mirror. And that's all I can say. Because that's where you're gonna find your answers. That's where your inner God is gonna speak to you, and that's where you're gonna be the best. That's when you're gonna become the best version of yourself. Michael Jackson told you best, man. I tell you 100 times. Michael Jackson said, "I'm start with the man in the mirror." So if anybody else want to do that, hey man, I advise that for you. So Mike, go ahead, give me something to go out with.
All righty, well, back to the depression. Yo, if anybody out there is going through something and you feel like you want to hurt yourself or you want to kill yourself, dial 988. That's the suicide hotline. And if you don't want to be on a live call, there's a chat line, 988lifeline.org. Go there. Okay. Talk to somebody before you pull the trigger.
Wow.
Please. Hey, please. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I got word this morning, guys, about 1:30 a.m. One of my cousins, her boyfriend took his life in my neighborhood, 2 streets over, man, and it just went with this depression. And what made me think is what was going through his head, man. What was he thinking in order to take his life, man, with a beautiful family, a business, and all, you know? So we never know when one is depressed. But one thing I'd like to say,
send in my prayers, brother. Send in my blessings, man.
Is we must. It's imperative that we take initiative on being a better version of ourselves, whether it be being on here on this podcast, which I love you guys, man, or and what I like is we can not agree and still be okay, man. That's the self-development that we've done, people that are watching us. We work on ourselves, man. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. And my prayers go up to my family, man. I'm getting full thinking about it because depression is a real thing. It's a real thing, and I've been there. But the only way I got out of it I did some self-developing, some research on who I want to be and what I want to be, man. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know. And it was so fitting that this topic was already set, and I had that experience last night.
Wow.
Well, this morning I woke up to a phone call. He's gone, and the daughter came in and witnessed that, man. My cousin's daughter. You know, my prayer to the family, man. I just want to give that shout out at the end because it's real and it's right here, right next to you. It's close. So find someone
right.
that pays for that hotline, Mike, because somebody need it. Somebody need
Yep.
it, man.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah. Put
afraid
that
to make
hotline
that
in the
call.
chat.
Yeah,
Type the hotline in the chats, man, so we can get that.
yeah. But I love
Yeah,
you
that's
guys,
real,
man.
brother.
Stay up and take initiative. Let's make a pact to take initiative on our lives and help somebody take initiative on their own life.
Yeah. People are suffering in silence. That's so
Yeah.
true. That is so true. People are suffering in silence. Dr. Serotonin.
I want to say it was a
Thank you,
great
Keely.
conversation. And people that's trying to commit suicide, if they're trying to do it, they already know. Never cut north to south. It don't
Yeah.
work. You on the wing. It's always east to west. I'm just trying to
Don't give them
Man,
tips on
don't
how to
give
do it.
people the recipe.
yeah.
Don't give them the recipe, man.
But now, I just want to go out with saying, even the darkest hour only has 60 minutes.
Wow.
Ooh. Ooh.
Woo-wee. Boy, I got to keep that one.
Even
Now. I
the
like that one.
darkest hour just have. You gonna make me write that down.
Yeah, you can get through it. You can get through that.
You can get
Yeah.
through it, man.
60
You can
minutes.
get
Only
through
got
it.
60 minutes. Hold on. Just
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's good, man.
Yeah, that was deep for real. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate everybody, man. This was really helpful to me because I always like to learn, man. Mike, you always have some great information. Dr. Serotonin, Coach, you always got some good stuff too. Everybody, man, we contributed tonight with a great conversation. It was really helpful, bro. I appreciate y'all for real in a major way. And for those who are depressed, man, just holler at somebody. Reach out to one of us if you feel like you can. If you just need a stranger to talk to sometime, just reach out to somebody who you don't know that's not gonna judge you, and that might can help you in that situation, man. So, man, until the next time, brother, y'all have a great evening, have a great day. Great night, and look in the mirror, man. It's gonna get better. Promise you. Peace.
All right, peace.
Hey.
Peace.
Yeah, I can't even. Is it going? Okay, there we go. See, they don't want to end. They don't want to stop. They want us to keep going.